You guys, what is happening? What is happening? What did we just watch? Oh my. You guys, I couldn't even take notes. I was like, my heart was beating 100 beats per second. Anyways, let's get into this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What? Are the producers okay? They said they're going to bring our fan fictions to life, and they were not playing about that. Nick and Olandria, Taylor, count your days on this island. Count your days on this island. Count your days on this island. All right, let's get into the episode. Like, you guys, I couldn't even take notes. I was gagged. So we're going to be going off the top of my head. But we'll start off with the episode where the boys and the girls are sad about losing Olandria and Nick. Ace and Taylor are talking. They're like, oh, that's my boy. That's my boy. Now, Taylor gets into the speakeasy with Clark, and he basically like, thanks for comforting me. And you could just see, do you guys even see the space between Clark and Taylor? How much cozier he looks around her, how giddy he's, but like the energy is completely different to that he has with Olandria. And he basically like leaned in and kissed her. And to be honest, we just know that this man cannot kiss. He kissed her a little bit better than he kissed Olandria, but this man cannot kiss. Like, and then they go to bed, and we see Nick and Olandria slip into the bed. And she's looking over, watching him with another girl in his bed. And to me, I was like, Loki, I wish they had kind of got time to bond together in another location while Taylor and Clark got to experience the relationship more, so that when it's time to pick, the decision is even harder. But right now, I feel like the energy was deflated a little bit. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Then it's the next morning, and they're just having conversations, and the girls are in the villa talking about, oh, how is it with Clark and Taylor? And the next conversation I remember them having is Olandria basically, and I'm sorry, Taylor and Clark have a conversation. She's like, I just want to let you know my head is still with you. And you could just tell that he's going to pick Clark. Like, I'm so sorry to Olandria. Olandria is in the confessionals. She's talking about, wow, it makes me sick watching my man with another woman. Da, 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 da. What is happening? I'm I'm still trying to catch my breath from this episode. So Nick and Olandria, Taylor and Olandria have a conversation, and basically the gist of this conversation is that Taylor is going to be ping-ponging between both girls. He tells her that he kissed Clark, and the whole time Olandria is in the confessionals talking about how I'm gonna get my man back, my man. Olandria, like, she gives the kind of person that chases a man. And to be honest, there's not an issue chasing somebody that wants you just as much as you want them. But this guy is giving you evidence that he does not like you. When will it clock in, Olandria? When will it clock in that this man does not like you? Please, I'm pleading. See the way I'm pleading with the Most High. Okay, the Most High ain't got nothing to do with this, so let's leave him out of it. But Olandria, wake up. Wake up. Oh my God. Hearing her in the confessionals was just very painful for me, because it's like, what has this man showed you? She keeps talking about, we started on a friendship first. Girl, that man ain't like you. That is not your man. Like, let's be so for real. And it breaks my heart for her, because she deserves so much better. Then, also, I forgot to mention that while Olandria and Nick meet up in the beginning of the chat, they basically tell each other about what's going on in both villas. And then Nick told Olandria that, oh, by the way, Taylor found a connection, and to be honest, I think they have more than what you and him had in the first 24 hours. Then she also tells her that, oh, Sierra's also exploring her connection with this guy named Elon, and she feels like you know, they're having good connections and chats and whatever. So they both kind of spill the tea with each other about what's going on and whatever. Then we go to the other villa, and they're still waking up, trying to like figure out their day without Olandria and everything. And to be honest, the main show was in the boys' villa today, and to be honest, it was just very painful for me to watch Olandria kind of deal with that. So Nick and Olandria have a conversation. Oh, and Nick did confess his feelings for Orlandria in the beginning of the episode. See how shook I am that I totally forgot to talk about that. Yeah, Nick did express his feelings, how much he felt about her, how much he liked her, how much like, you know, she was really someone that he looked like he could have an attraction with in the house and everything like that. And yeah, so we get to the games, and basically in the games we're doing the kissing challenge and everybody's kissing everybody and whatever. But then we get to the end of the night and we see Taylor and Clark kiss once more. They talk about their connection, and Orlando could just not stop looking at Taylor and his babe. Like, come on now. Like, my girl, you already had a chat with Nick earlier. You guys were trying to talk about your connection. Da, 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 da. He's already laid it out on the card. I know it's hard. Like, it's hard. She's like, I'm going to get my man back. Then we get Nick pulling Alandra to, what's that place called? Soul Ties, and he basically like lays it on thick. And at the same time we're seeing Elon and Sierra have a conversation, and she basically like shuts him down and says no, she wants to kind of explore her connections without getting physical. And I think this is just as a result of her and Nick getting sexual in the night Andrina came in. I feel like she just very much like wants to be closed off to that, and I can understand where she's coming from. Then we see Orlandria and Nick share a passionate kiss. Like, I feel like I watched a fan fiction of Hunger Games, and the Peter and what's her name didn't end up together. She ended up with one boy from District 12. That's what it's giving. Because guys, I'm not even gonna lie, like I'm a little shook right now. I don't really have my head together. I don't even know what is going on. But it'll be really interesting to see how the next couple of days plays out. I do think they're gonna end Casa Amor tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Mwah! Guys, let's tussle in the comments. Like, I want to get my first comment from one of my viewers who made it to the end. I'm really grateful for you guys who have subscribed, and it really does mean a lot. So, bye.